Hey there, listeners. Welcome to another deep dive with us. Today, we're heading to the biggest country on Earth, Russia.
That's right, Russia.
A place where history just kind of oozes out of every corner. I mean, you've got these sprawling cities and then...
Vast landscapes.
Yeah, these huge natural landscapes that are just like begging to be explored.
Exactly. And the sources you've pulled together, they really paint a pretty vivid picture of why Russia is such a draw for travelers, really.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to be focusing on in this deep dive. We're going to dig into some of those iconic cities and those natural wonders that just make Russia so unique. You know, whether you're actually thinking about booking a trip or just want to learn more about this place, we're going to break it all down for you. We've got all these excerpts mainly focused on tourism, and we're going to...
See what we can...
see what we can uncover.
Unpack.
Exactly. So I guess the natural starting point for any trip to Russia, any conversation about Russia, is Moscow, right? The heart of the country.
It's the capital. Definitely a must-see. It's described as this incredible blend of architectural grandeur and, a thriving cultural scene. It's really a showcase of, Russia's past and its present all in one place.
And in the middle of all that, you've got Red Square. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which, for those who don't know, it's basically a stamp of approval from the UN saying, hey, this place is super important to, the world's heritage.
Right. It's a designation reserved for places that hold exceptional cultural or natural significance to the common heritage of all humanity.
Exactly. So you get a sense of, the weight of history just standing in Red Square. And then you've got these landmarks right there. St. Basil's Cathedral with those, crazy colorful domes. I mean, you see a picture of that, you know exactly where you are.
Instantly recognizable. Then you've got Lenin's Mausoleum and, of course, the Kremlin. It's this incredible mix of, religious symbolism, Soviet history, and, the heart of Russian power all in one place.
Right. And the Kremlin isn't just one building, is it? It's like this whole complex.
It's huge. Like a city within a city.
Yeah. With palaces and cathedrals and museums all inside.
It's a tangible link to the past.
Yeah.
I mean, centuries of history are held within those walls. You can almost trace the evolution of Russia, its governance, and its cultural identity just by walking through the Kremlin.
Wow. That's pretty powerful. Okay, so you've got the historical and political side in Moscow, but then you've also got this thriving art scene. The Bolshoi Theater keeps coming up.
The Bolshoi Theater is legendary. For opera and ballet, it's world-renowned. I mean, the productions are spectacular, and the building itself is steeped in history and tradition.
Okay, so if you need a break from all that history and grandeur, the sources also talk about Gorky Park.
Right, Gorky Park. It's a more modern space. It's where people go to relax, enjoy the outdoors, take a break from the city.
It sounds like a good balance to all the intensity of the historical sites. All right, so we've done Moscow. What's next on our Russian adventure?
Well, from the energy of Moscow, let's head north to St. Petersburg, often called the cultural capital, or even the Venice of the North.
Venice of the North. That sounds, I get the canals, but is it really like Venice?
Well, it's known for its breathtaking architecture and artistic heritage, that's for sure. It was deliberately designed as a sort of window to Europe. And those canals, they really do add to the city's charm.
Yeah, it's got that romantic European feel. But St. Petersburg definitely has its own unique character. Speaking of art, we have to talk about the Hermitage Museum, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The Hermitage, one of the largest and most famous museums in the world. Think Da Vinci, Rembrandt, Van Gogh. I mean, the scope of the collection is mind-blowing.
It's crazy how many iconic artists are represented there. It's like a crash course in art history, all under one roof.
Yeah.
And it's housed in these amazing buildings, including the Winter Palace, a former royal residence. Can you imagine walking through those halls?
It must be like stepping back in time. And then there's the Church of the Savior on spilled blood. I mean, the description doesn't do it justice. It's so ornate, so colorful, so quintessentially Russian.
It's one of those buildings that's just, explodes with detail. And then you've got Nevsky Prospect, which is like the main artery of the city, right?
Yeah. Nevsky Prospect, it's buzzing with life. Shops, restaurants, historic sites. There's a perfect blend of the city's energy and its past.
So from imperial splendor to something completely different.
Yeah.
Let's go to Siberia, Lake Baikal.
Lake Baikal.
Yeah.
The Pearl of Siberia.
Mm.
It's the deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world, which is pretty incredible in itself.
Mm.
And the scenery, breathtaking. Plus the biodiversity is, it's remarkable.
It's a unique ecosystem, isn't it? Millions of years in isolation. It's like its own little world.
It is. And the activities sound incredible, depending on when you go. Ice skating and dog sledding in winter. Imagine just you and the vast frozen wilderness.
That's like straight out of a movie. And then in the summer, boat cruises, hiking trails. It's a year-round destination, but each season offers something totally different.
And don't forget about the wildlife. There are species there that you won't find anywhere else. And the indigenous cultures around the lake, that's a whole other layer of, fascination.
Okay, so from the wilderness of Siberia, we're going to Kazan.
Kazan, the capital of Tatarstan. It's a fascinating blend of Russian and Tatar cultures. You see it in the architecture, the food, the whole atmosphere of the city.
So like a cultural crossroads, and there's another Kremlin there, right?
The Kazan Kremlin.
Yeah.
UNESCO World Heritage Site. And this one is really interesting because it showcases that cultural blend. You've got Orthodox, Christian, and Islamic elements all coexisting within these ancient walls.
Wow. So it's like a physical representation of that cultural exchange. And within the Kremlin is the Kol Sharif Mosque, considered one of the most beautiful mosques in Russia.
It's a relatively recent reconstruction, but it's a powerful symbol of Tatar identity and Kazan's multicultural heritage. And for a taste of local life, there's Bauman Street. It's pedestrian-friendly, filled with cafes, shops, street performers. It's where the city comes alive.
Okay, so from this mix of cultures, let's head south to Sochi, Russia's summer playground.
Sochi, Black Sea coast, subtropical climate, beaches, and get this, ski resorts.
Wait, ski resorts, but it's subtropical.
I know, right? It's a crazy combination. The Rosakudur Ski Resort is world-class, a legacy of the 2014 Winter Olympics. You can ski in the mountains and then relax on the beach, all in one day.
That's pretty unique. And for nature lovers, there's the Sochi Arboretum. It's a botanical garden with all sorts of exotic plants.
The climate there is perfect for a diverse collection of flora. And then there's the Olympic Park, of course, a reminder of Sochi's time on the world stage.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here. For anyone who's now thinking, hey, I need to get myself to Russia, the sources also mention a useful website.
FlightNHotels.com. It's a one-stop shop for planning your trip. You can compare and book hotels and flights, often at discounted rates.
Very handy. I mean, Russia's huge, so having a platform like that to help you navigate everything is, it's a lifesaver.
It streamlines the whole process. Multiple options, potentially discounted rates, easy booking, secure payment. It takes a lot of the stress out of planning a trip.
Yeah, it sounds pretty straightforward. You just plug in your dates and destinations, compare the options, and book. Done. Of course, you always have to check visa requirements. That's crucial, especially for a country like Russia.
Right. And don't forget about the best times to visit. It really depends on what you want to see and do.
Summer seems like the obvious choice for most people, right? June to August. Good weather for exploring the cities, enjoying those outdoor activities.
Exactly. But keep in mind, it's peak tourist season. So expect crowds. If you prefer fewer crowds and milder temperatures, spring and autumn are good options.
And then there's winter, December to February. That's for those who want to experience the magical Russian winter. Maybe do some skiing, see Lake Baikal frozen over.
It's a completely different experience, but equally captivating. You can really immerse yourself in the beauty of the Russian winter.
So there you have it, Russia, a country of contrasts. From the historical grandeur of Moscow to the natural wonders of Lake Baikal and everything in between.
It's a destination that truly offers something for everyone, whether you're interested in history, culture, nature, or, a little bit of everything.
And if you're feeling inspired to plan your own Russian adventure, remember those resources we mentioned. They can help you make it happen. So as we wrap up this deep dive, think about what aspect of Russia resonates most with you, what sparked your curiosity, and what further exploration might that lead to. Until next time, keep exploring.